Good afternoon. The Syrian state news agency claimed Israeli warplanes shot a number of missiles towards Damascus airport warehouse, triggering Syrian air defenses that shot most of them down. The Sana news agency cited a military source as saying the attack took place at 11:15 p.m. The news agency released footage of what it said were air defenses firing, with bright lights and explosions in the night sky. The last Israeli attack reported by Syrian state media was on December 25th, where 3 Syrian soldiers were wounded after a missile attack. A senior Israeli official said Israel had made more than 200 attacks against Iranian targets in Syria, which has Iranian and Iran-backed groups in support of President Bashar al-Assad in the war that erupted in 2011. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said Chinese officials are not respecting the diplomatic immunity of one of the Canadians detained in China last month. He said this as he ramped up efforts to get the release of former Canadian diplomat Michael Kovrig and entrepreneur Michael Spavor, who China arrested on vague national security allegations. The arrest came after Huawei chief financial officer Meng Wanzhou was detained in Canada on December 1st, who Washington once extradited to face charges of lying about Huawei's business dealings in Iran. Trudeau said that Canada was operating under the rule of law, noting that Meng was arrested based on an extradition request, but China has unfairly and arbitrarily detained the 2 Canadian citizens, not respecting the principles of diplomatic immunity.
We are, of course, seized with the case of the Canadian detained in China. We are engaging with Chinese officials. We have engaged with consular support to his family. This is obviously an issue that we're taking very seriously and is ongoing.
What do you think of Trump's comments that he would intervene over a trade deal?
Regardless of what goes on in other countries, Canada is and will always remain a country of the rule of law.
China's ambassador accused Canada of white supremacy in calling for the release of the 2 Canadians, while saying the arrests were an act of self-defense. Venezuela's opposition-led Congress is planning to give legal incentives to military officers who disavow President Nicolas Maduro and help a transition to a new government. According to 4 legislators and a draft document, the proposal would ensure that military defectors would not be persecuted by a future government if they abandon Maduro. The plan shows that the opposition is increasing its focus on the military in removing the ruling Socialist Party from power, although the Maduro Supreme Court will certainly throw out the law. The opposition has faced significant obstacles in recruiting military dissidents due to Maduro's influence over the armed forces and crackdown on accused insurgents. Maduro was sworn in for a second term on Thursday, following a disputed 2018 election which triggered international criticism, saying his tenure of the collapsing country is illegitimate. That's all the news for now. I am Razi Ahmad. Thank you for watching.